Alright you guys, it is Saturday and today I am driving all the way from Dublin all the way over to Galway to start this week-long adventure across the country. So let's hop in the rental car and hit the road. You know, this has been such an interesting experience, and I knew that when I was going to come to Ireland, especially when I was going to travel across the country, I was going to be, for the most part, alone the entire time. You know, other than interacting with hosts or, you know, running into somebody, I was not going to be traveling with someone. And what's crazy is solo travel is not really my thing. I admit, I am a social person. I think everyone who's watching this is like, no, duh, Will, right? But what's going to be interesting about this next week as I drive alone and I'm going to have a lot of time to myself to think, which I think can be incredibly great for you as you try to think through things and ideate. And all I'm saying is probably by the time I get done with this, I'm really going to crave hanging out with everybody again.
We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control.
So the great thing about bars and pubs in Ireland is that combating loneliness is easy because you can always just walk into a bar and walk up to someone and talk to them. Alright you guys, I gotta admit, I might be getting too old to stay out and do multiple bars, so I'm walking back to the Airbnb to get some sleep. What's up everybody? Sunday! It's Sunday. Very windy in Galway today. Today I'm driving down to Adair to visit what has been dubbed the prettiest town in Ireland. But before I do that, I need to do my weekly planning because it's Sunday. So I am heading over to the coffee shop around the corner and gonna crank out a couple hours worth of planning and then hop in the car and make the drive down to Adair. So let's go check that out. Alright you guys, breakfast's been had, time to hit the road. Off to Adair we go. So I got all my stuff put into the Airbnb and it's so nice out right now and I think a storm is coming, so let's fly the drone. So this week's going to be interesting for me because I am definitely not the typical tourist. I am definitely more of a local liver when I go to towns. And basically to have me going to little small towns and only being there for a day basically makes me live like a tourist in these cities, right? I've got to admit though, as much as I don't like living like a tourist, the best part about traveling for me is getting to eat the amazing food all over the world. Woo! So I just had an incredible pub experience, and one of the reasons why I love Ireland. For anyone who is going to stop by Adair, make sure that you go into Sean Collins' pub, Sean Collins and Sons pub, right over on Main Street, and let them know that Will Curran sent you. I don't know if they'll remember me at the point when you come by, but just an incredible pub experience for sure. In addition to that though, amazing experience, because when I sat down, you know, it tends to be that this camera setup attracts people to comment on it, to ask, are you a photographer? Like, or, you know, if they're a little bit younger, are you a YouTuber? John, Jer, and PJ were the gentlemen I sat next to. Amazing gentlemen. Getting to hear the locals' perspective of what it's like living in Adair and this side of the country for sure. Yeah, absolutely incredible experience at the pub. Getting to meet some locals and talk to them. And, you know, getting pretty late now for 30-year-old Will. And gonna go get some sleep. Alright, PowerPoint complete. Now I gotta hop in the car. 2.5 hour drive down to Dingle. Let's do this thing. So I'm about 20 minutes away from the Airbnb, and I have probably an hour and a half before my first meeting of the day. Definitely feeling a little stressed. I thought I was going to make it down here a lot earlier, with only having basically an hour before my meeting. I'm worried I won't have any time to really explore before it's dark. So really sad, because then tomorrow I'm heading straight onto the road again. But my God, this drive is incredible, and I can't even imagine. People say the Ring of Kerry is even prettier than this. Can't even imagine. Alright, you guys, I'm just blown away. Absolutely blown away. First thing, gotta test the Wi-Fi, because my meeting is in an hour. I'm gonna make sure the Wi-Fi works okay before I completely settle down. Then, once the Wi-Fi works okay, I'm going straight out flying the drone. I'm never leaving. I'm never leaving. I am never leaving here. You guys, these are just unbelievable. Oh my God, the shots I got. Okay, so I just finished shooting some drone footage, and oh my God, amazing. However, I have to get ready for my meeting, which is in 5 minutes. Gotta throw down some sales. Alright, you guys, I've concluded that I do not want to leave this place. However, I have an hour and a half before my next call, which is with my sales and marketing team, which then I have like a half an hour break after that before I have another call with the client. So it means I have about an hour and a half before I need to probably be back here working again. And so, we gotta go find a pub, get some food. gale force winds. Pretty sure it was gall. No, that's not a funny joke. Not funny. It's really windy and cold. Today I'm going to be driving down the Ring of Kerry into Bantry. I am also hosting a webinar as well, so got to get to Bantry on time to make the webinar. And yeah, I'm really sad that I'm going to be leaving this place, but you know what? This is probably now one of my top favorite places in the entire world. It's this very spot. Goodbye, amazing cottage. I'm going to miss you. A little bit long drive ahead. About 40 minutes before our first stop in the city, which I'm not even sure if I'm going to stop there really. And then probably like another 2 hours, 3 hours of driving after that. Letting up just a little bit, so I'm gonna go out and try to fly the drone really quick. So turns out it's insanely windy, and that footage just didn't even turn out great at all, so I don't know if it's gonna be usable. So I mean, if it made it into this, you can see how shit it is. This is probably one of the prettiest parts of Ireland. It's just the trees that kind of grow over the roads and kind of go under them like a tunnel. Very pretty. Alright, made it into Bantry, just outside the hotel. I don't know if I'm in a technically legal parking spot, so I'm going to figure out where I'm parked right now, figure out where I'm parking, get checked in the hotel, find Wi-Fi, get into the meeting, and hopefully do that in 17 minutes. Noise. That's John. He's in charge of accounting. Anna, you guys all know Anna. And then the crazy guy with the camera. Alright guys, you guys all have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Okay. Bye guys. So, just did the Event Icons episode with Lindsay, and now I have basically an hour and a half break or so to go get dinner. So, gonna go get dinner. This is probably a really cool shot, or it looks really dumb. Who knows? Alright you guys, I'm on the road again from Bantry out to Cove, or Cove. I've also heard people say Cove as well. So, yeah, on the road again, so cue that driving montage. By the way guys, the saddest thing just happened when I was doing that part where, of course, I was singing to the camera, not really paying attention, and the camera dropped. I think it fell onto the screen and broke the screen a bit. So right now, like, only 75% of my screen really works. So, lesson learned, pay the attention because you might drop your camera and break it. So when I get to Cobb, I guess I'll figure this out, figure out what happened. I mean, I hope it's recording right now. I can't tell because the screen's cracked right over where it says record. But, you know, just the most unfortunate thing ever, that happening to my camera, because now I'm going to be reminded it every single time that I use the camera. And, have to figure out how to get it fixed right away. Did some quick research, and it turns out I think the part is pretty cheap, so I imagine that I can get repaired pretty cheap and fast, hopefully. I think the key word though is to figure out if it can be done fast, because when I don't have my camera, I can't film content, and that's obviously a big part of my job. So got to get this fixed right away. Fun fact about Cobb, still don't know how to pronounce it yet, is that this apparently was the last departure site of the Titanic. So that made me a lot of confidence in the place that Anna chose for me to spend the night. Well guys, it's another day, which means it's another drive. Today we're heading from Cove, which is definitely how you pronounce it, over to Waterford, then through Kilkenny up to Athy. So let's hit the road and not drop the camera today. I mean, I've been fairly impressed with myself. I found out of the Airbnbs I've stayed in, 3 of them have just been amazing. All the hosts have been fantastic. Just all great places to stay. And this trip has been an A+ in terms of accommodation and finding places to hang out in. Oh my god. This is nuts. Alright you guys, last day in Athy. Today I head into Dublin, but first I gotta enjoy the food at the restaurant. Yesterday I pretty much spent the whole day just locked in myself here and filming, so I'm gonna go relax now and start to enjoy my Saturday. Alright you guys, brunch was amazing. Wow, it's such good food. I am now sadly driving all the way back to Dublin. I'm gonna drop my bags at my Airbnb and then head to drop off the rental car and then relax. So I just dropped off the car and I looked at the trip meter that I started when I first started the trip, and I did over 1,200 kilometers of driving this entire time. Which is insane because if you think about it, I sold my car 4 or 5 months ago because I was hardly ever driving, and I probably drove more this week than either the last 2 or 3 years combined of driving in Phoenix. Well, I'm burnt out from driving, definitely, so I'm gonna walk all the way home instead. So yeah, holy wow, what a lot of driving. Wait guys, everybody say hello.
Hey,
I told you the Dublin hub does exist.
well, sort of. Yeah, we're kind of holographic, but yeah.
Look, he's real. No, he's got it's real.
Oh, it's one of those.
The start of the evening after a great dinner.
It was a lovely dinner.
You guys, today, Sunday, which means it's my last day in Dublin. Flight departs in like 2-3 hours, so I'm packing up, heading off to the airport from Dublin to Philly to Phoenix. So yeah, let's go home. So through security, now I have to make it to US pre-clearance because Dublin Airport's awesome enough that you do all your customs and everything like that here, and then you can just land in States and go. And because I have global entry, I should be pretty quick. I am pushing it a little bit. It did say that it technically closes an hour before, and it's pretty much, you know, an hour and 5 minutes right now. So we'll see if we make it. Alright, you guys, I don't think you're going to want to watch me sit on a plane for the next like 12 hours, so I think that's going to conclude this week's video. And I'm sure I will do a little bit of reflecting in the next vlog on the trip. But for now, like, amazing place, amazing time, and can't wait to come back real soon.